So today I'm going to talk about the English language a little bit more because it is a very diverse and very rich language. It's been influenced by many languages like French, German, Scandinavian languages, Latin, and all of these languages came together in a melting pot and English came out of it. So for a linguist, it's very interesting. And what I found always very interesting with English is there's so many words that are actually kind of onomatopoeic, so they sound really like what they mean. And I think that's very fascinating because you have words like, I don't know, befuddle, I'm so befuddled by this. It just really nails the point to what it really means. Or you have, for example, a word that I really love is like the word smooch for make out or canoodle. And it's just, it really smooch. I mean, even your lips make the movement that you do when you do it. So I think that's really great. And there are lots and lots of great words for nonsense, like fiddle-faddle or poppycock or malarkey. And I think these words are just really ingeniously fitting to the concept. There are, however, words that are completely out of this category because they don't sound at all like the thing that they denote. I think that there are not many words, but there are a couple of them which have crossed my path, and I just, when I flicked, through my favourite book, the OED, I couldn't help noticing that some of the words just really should mean something else. And the first word that crossed my path where I thought this is not good, this word should mean something else, is the word mirth. So for the people who don't know, mirth means like happiness, joy. And I think it sounds really dirty. It sounds as if you could say, God, don't let the dog in. It's full of mirth. We've been wandering through the woods all day and night, and or something, something you don't really want to have. It's like, oh, she's in hospital. She has mirth, and I just think it doesn't sound at all like the thing it actually denotes, and it should definitely mean something else because it really sounds like something dirty, something you don't want to have, something you don't want to talk about. It's a really ugly word. Another word that I think is very interesting is the word appetite, not to be confused with appetite, because appetite, according to the OED, is some sort of mineral, and I just thought the resemblance to appetite very striking. And I think if I was to work in any way with this mineral, I would be permanently hungry. Because whenever I say appetite, I would think of something to eat. And so that's probably not the best name for a mineral to be. Another word, which is one of my favourites, actually, is the word aplomb. Yes, aplomb. It actually means to be very self-confident, which I think is horrible because it really doesn't sound like it. It sounds like a euphemism for a really fat person. It's like, oh my goodness, what is this dent in the sofa? Oh, he's very aplomb, he sat there. Or it's like, I wouldn't say you're fat, but you're definitely slightly aplomb. It's really not a good word for what it means. It sounds aplomb. It sounds like plum, or yeah, it just really doesn't sound the way it should. As does the next word that I've written down on my list, which is the word embezzle or embezzlement, which just means to steal money from a fund, for instance. So it's a crime. It's something negative. It's something that you can go to jail for. But I think it really sounds like something very positive. It's like, I don't know, they had an absolutely embezzling Christmas tree. I couldn't avert my eyes. It was so embezzling. Or she embezzled the people with her good looks and things. It sounds like dazzling or bedazzle or anything like that. It just really sounds very luxurious, very glittery and glamorous. It doesn't sound like a crime at all, in my opinion. So probably new word there. The last word that I actually would like to, have I forgotten anything? No. The last word that I would like to tell you about is the word doublure, which is apparently an ornamental lining in the inside of a book cover. Never heard of it. But, well, I thought of that someone was lured in twice. It was like, oh, it was a doublure. It sounds like a crime or something. So here we actually have a reverse situation. The one is an ornament and sounds like a crime, and the other one is a crime and sounds like an ornament. So doublure is not like a ingeniously planned double luring of victims or something. It just is probably a double lining. I don't know. That's probably why it's called doublure. But it sounds really not like the thing it denotes. So I thought that was very interesting. And well, and whether it has one or two linings, that's for you to find out. And I'd love to hear from you what you found out. And I'm sure I'm going to embezzle you with more embezzling words in the future.